Test. Check. Mic test. Mic test 1, 2, check. We are live, folks. Playing Shadowverse TCG. Let me just set up our chats. It is a nice, chill Saturday morning at the moment for us here. We're popping out the chats for Twitch. And then we've got YouTube as well, very nice. And we have Facebook too. Perfect. There we go. Cool. So, come one, come all. We are currently on Shadowverse TCG at the moment. It is a nice new metagame of Infinity Evolved, and at the moment we will be climbing ranked. I know there is a tournament at some point in the park. If you want to head over to the park and join the tournament, you can. It's gonna happen in around 5 hours and continues on to Sunday. And I think it's a 3-game format where if you go 3-0 you get a booster pack. So quite nice in that regard. And aside from that, it is gonna be just a nice chill practice session for the weekends, for next weekend's big event for 1.5k USD. So what are we after at the moment? We are trying to figure out if Runecraft is still a solid deck choice, and if fixing it up to set up for the new Earthright version is gonna build us a nice solid meta deck as well. I've had a look, and there's a new variant of Runecraft right now which we haven't tested yet. We haven't tried it on stream, and we will be trying it out today to see how far we go. So it's gonna be a fun ride for today's event, so come in, enjoy the stream. So first is, let's try out the current Runecraft build that we have, which is heavily reliant on spell boost. What updates have we done to it? We now have all of this: Foresight, Stormy Blast, Miss Miranda, Seraphic Tidings. These are all part of our old build. We now added Owen, Mysterian Swordsman, which has spell boost whenever you clash, which is whenever the a follower attacks Owen, or if Owen attacks another follower before damage is exchanged. You spell boost once every time that happens. And if you evolve Owen, you draw 2 followers. Very strong setup. And the idea here is Owen is extra card advantage, and it's specific to followers, so it gets you the Ruler of Cositus if you need to. Very nice indeed. We reduced Sagelight Teachings by 1 because we now have a unit to play on 3. So we can be a bit more defensive during 3, which means we need less life gain. That's why I think we cut down Sagelight Teachings, and it should be okay. Next is, we now play Burgent as well, Rejected Arties, which is summon 2 Onion Patches, which upon striking, it spell boosts your hand once. Very interesting in the sense that these Onion Patches can deal with units. It's both 1 costs, 1/1s that can trade with units, and then if you evolve Burgent, you gain the Crest, which at the start of your turn, you summon an Onion Patch every time you start the game. So very fun, very interesting indeed. And then the rest of the build is all standard stuff. We used to run Burgent at 2 like yesterday, William at 2 as well, but I think it's better to have the Sweeper maximized, especially since we reduced Sagelight Teachings by 1 as well. And just keep Burgent at 1, because technically you only need that evolve once to have the crest once, and the rest of the game, it's just passively happening for you. So that is our build. We still have the Ruler of Cositus into Dimension Climb combo. We have the Kuon combo, like back-to-back super evolving Kuon with the demonic calls. And the rest is the same as how we had it from set 1. So let's jump in. Let's play a few games before we reveal our Runecraft 2 build, which is the Earthright build. So So let's jump in. We're currently on A1 Sapphire. Let's hope to reach Diamond by this stream. And yep, it should be a fun game. Let's see.
Medium rare or well done?
Medium rare or well done. We have Owen or Seraphic Tidings to play on too. Interestingly though, there's an argument to throw that away, and keep only one of these. So I'm thinking Owen, so that we have a unit for the aggression of Swordcraft. It's not too bad. Plus, it slows down the 1/1 fairies that could come down to swing at us. Cool. Alright, let's see. Nothing to do. Triple Owen. Sad times. We drew a Dimension Climb. Triple Owen, I think, warrants using our play point now and just dropping back to back Owens. I don't think that is a bad call. Usually you save it up to 5 and then play a Miss Miranda on 4 play points and then just go wild from there. But in this sense, Owen actually gives us an aggro line where they have to deal with the Owen before they can even do anything, and I think that is one of the good things that Owen now adds to the deck. It now gives aggression on 3, which it never had before because we only had Seraphic Tidings to use before. So I think that is one of the nice inclusions that we've got now. Okay, there's a lot of fairies. They can't really swing at our Owens. It's not gonna trade, which means this is another turn to swing hard at face, potentially. We can also super evolve if we wanted to, but I think starting with a Foresight, drawing a Stormy Blast is quite solid. Fairy Fencer, whenever an allied follower super evolves, set the cost of this card to 1, and it adds a fairy. It's a 2-cost 2/2. Not bad at all. Thinking we can leave Owen here again, but if our opponent plays the 5-cost Glade, that when you evolve you deal split damage depending on the number of cards in your hand, I think it is worth to deal with that with a Stormy Blast. And we can go face again, I believe. Even if they do that split damage across the board, they can deal 6 and leave us with 1 unit still. We can also evolve Miss Miranda to deal 3 damage to wipe out the board and evolve. This also gives us an extra play in the sense that Owen is here as a ward unit. If they play the 5-cost unit and deal 6 damage to us, it leaves us with 1 to 2 units on board, which then they have to deal with as well. So I think we are well positioned in that regard. If you've got questions, are curious about anything at all, or are just wanting to say hi, feel free to point it out in the chats. The chats will show up down there on the bottom, and you should be able to say hi nonetheless. We are live on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube as well, and yeah, feel free to say hi. Cool, we spell boost once, using Owen's ward to its fullest potential. Our opponent is down to 11 life, which means a Miss Miranda swing brings them down to 7. We have another Owen to play, which I think we do, to be fair. Let's play Owen. Let's evolve Owen. This is gonna give us 2 followers, so evolving Owen gives us card advantage as well. Double Blaze Destroy. And then from here we swing once. Let's swing again to spell boost once. So we got the Blaze Destroyers, and then you swing afterwards to give it spell boost 1, and then you end the turn. From here, if our opponent doesn't clear our board, we win the game by just swinging at face. If they do clear the board up, we do have Kuon. If they evolve here and deal 8 damage, that actually wipes up everything. But a back-to-back Kuon should seal the deal, especially that we still have 2 super evolutions to use. Our opponent is Forestcraft. They are a combo build in the sense that they need a critical number of cards, a critical number of play points to bring out the Roach to swing at us from like 14 to 20. They can just end our life from there. But with Kuon, we are able to swing back and be as aggressive as we can while being defensive. If you super evolve Kuon, what happens here is this unit now has Storm and then can swing at life, while the rest of our units can deal with a board and pressure life as well. So from here, our opponent has to deal with all of this and try to be higher than 2 for this turn. We are in a very good position at the moment. Let's see if that is gonna happen, or if our opponent is not gonna have enough control elements to deal with our board and gain back up to 5. 6 is a safe life total to survive a Kuon swing. We don't really have action for next turn though, sadly. We only have William to play for next turn. Hello, hello. Pasok lang ng pasok. Welcome to the stream, folks. We are live playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Currently on Runecraft. Are you unable to deal with all of our units? Okay. So our opponent was able to clean up nicely, deal with all of our units. They can also potentially apply a lot of pressure against us this turn. They can end us from 19 as well. So I think an interesting line that we can go for is just hard look for Kuon right now. Try and end the game. No Kuons drawn at all, sadly. Let's deal 2 damage to the board. From here, we can play Anne and Greya as well. That gives us a 5-5, a much needed 5-5 to be fair. And then from here, we play a Demonic Call and the Blaze Destroyer to pressure board again. Let's evolve Anne and Greya. Deal 3 damage to her. Swing there and use these other units to clean up again. Let's draw 2 cards. That's what we needed. It's a bit too late, sadly. And now what needs to happen, because we used all of our evolutions, we need our board to survive to deal with their board, or play a Ruler of Casitus into a Dimension Climb. But that's gonna be too slow against Forestcraft because they can just combo off at any point to deal with our life from 19. So that is something we are watching out for. If our opponent can't deal with our board, then we win. Let's see what happens here. Our opponent was able to deal with our board. We do have Kuon to use and stabilize. And use Stormy Blast as well. To dish out extra damage. Not the worst play. To be honest, our opponent now has no super evolutions, just like us. They are well positioned though. Thinking. 2, 3. Stormy Blast will go up to 3 if we trade. So I think we do trade here. Trade there as well. This brings it up to 4. Perfectly enough to deal with our opponent's Super Evo, leaving us with a 3-3 and a 4-5. We are just scared of Roach. That is what we are trying to avoid. That is what we are trying to survive from. Let's see if we'll get there though, is the interesting thing. Let's see. Odin, that's gonna pop something and then have Storm to deal with life or our unit. Do you go for life to pressure us? Or do you go for our units? Huh. Okay, that means our opponent's gonna deal with our life. With our unit, with their own unit. Okay. So from here, we need to Dimension Climb to draw into a sweeper. Oh wow, back-to-back Odin if needed to. The power of Godwood Staff. But that means you have less for Roach to combo off. Seraphic draws us 2, but I think we need to Dimension Climb here to draw into our big thingies like William and Anangrea. This is good. This positions us really well, I think. Let's start with a Foresight. Let's draw 1 card. We drew a Miss Miranda. So I think from here, let's set up again. Let's play an Anangrea. A Demonic Call, a Miss Miranda as well. And then from here, we swing there for 3. We swing there for 5, deal with the 4-4. Hope again that we can survive. Our opponent is at 1, which means we just need the 1 unit to survive to deal with them, and we should be good at that point. Let's see. Pasok lang ng pasok. Welcome to the stream, folks. We are live playing Shadowverse TCG. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond, actually, is its official name. It is an online-only game. There is a Shadowverse TCG, but I think it has different cards compared to these. Good stuff. We are live at the moment. Are you unable to deal with our board? 4-4? Can you deal with the 4-4? Used your Godwood Staff? Sure, and now we just have to deal with a 1-1 and a 2-2. And Burgent helps a lot there with our onions. Onion Patch to deal with the 2-2. We'll take it. We play a Miss Miranda from here as well, ending the turn. Let's leave our opponent to deal with the board. That is a lot of fairies per turn. At the start of your turn, add a fairy. And then when an allied pixie follower enters the field, give it Storm as well. So our opponent can actually pressure us hard with their cards in hand now. That's okay though, we still have William to clean up. Bug alert. Wow, Odin is just dealing with our board single-handedly. These all have Storm now as well. This is a very different build. Are we losing to this kind of setup? Oof. Let's deal with one, end the turn from there. We're not gonna play William because it's not worth it. And we're giving them an Odin target as well. Are we just dying from back-to-back fairies at this point? That is rough.
Forest guard dons his mask.
Sage Light Teachings looks good as well here. Let's gain that life back. Let's deal with a board with William. 30 damage across the board. But if we draw into another William, that's going to be a dead card. What we need to draw into now is the climb. Dimensions climb is what we need at the moment. Let's see where the brick road takes us. Odin is back again, dishing out damage. Let's see where... Very interesting that... Okay. Very powerful. The ability to bounce Odin back and just replay it again and again to deal with one of our units is very powerful. And I think that is pushing this forest craft above and beyond. Down to 1 life. Oof. We lost that game.
I'm impressed.
Rough times. We are down and out for that game. No problem though. It is, we had a win streak and then that's our first loss after a while. So, we are okay. It's not like the deck is dead now, so we are still good. And there is also like play patterns that maybe we should have done differently. Like, should we have kept like our evolutions just for Kuon in the late game? Like, that is another option as well. Let's throw that. We are going first, which means we have a turn 1 play. Foresight isn't bad for a turn 1 play because it pumps Stormy Blast at this point where there's nothing to pop, so that is good. And then we now have a turn 2, turn 3 play, so this is also lining up quite nicely. Our opponent is Abysscraft. That means they are a strong, aggressive deck. It's good that we had Foresight as well to begin with, because that pumped up Stormy Blast to 3, which means we can now deal with a 3-3 without them giving any sort of advantage in the form of damage. They played a 2-2. This has Storm, right? Oh, if you have Necromancy 4, this has Storm. Okay, we play Owen here. That has Ward, which means they have to deal with that if they want to go through our life. Very nice as well. Come in, come in. Now let's see what our opponent is planning for this turn. Do they go ham? Do they chill for a bit? They are chilling for a bit. That is very good for us. What are we after now? There is an option to go 3 to life. There is also an option to go 3 to Devious Lesser Mummy. That is good as well. Why? Because you only get the spell boost if you swing at followers. The question is, are we after the spell boost more than the life damage? I think we are after a stable board state first, and then we go ham. So if we play Miss Miranda here, that gives us another unit to pressure board. And if we don't swing at the mummy, then this is a nice clean trade for our opponent. So I think we swing at the mummy here, trigger the clash, and then this might have to trade here and trigger the clash again. At which point it lines up nicely for us. That means Owen gave us 2 spell boosts and was able
Spend the witching hour with another betrayal.
My pumpkins will devour you.
I'm ashamed. Now I'm annoyed.
I stewed on this curse. Just don't forget to review. Ready, Graham? Right behind you, man.
Defeat is not an option.
Gutted.
We'll meet again.
It's over.
Another lonesome night.
Devilishly potent.
You are beneath me. It hurts.
This homework's too hard.
Special assignment today.
You're done for.
This next song, this.
It's over.
Victory is mine. That feels correct. Medium rare. Or well done.
Welcome to Hades, oh doomed spirits!
We're simply delusional.
May wings be at your back.
We'll meet again.
Be still.
Special assignment today. This next one for Solve This.
Please, use me as you see fit.
It's really heating up now.
I will fight until I'm no longer needed.
Don't forget to review.
Be still. Ready, Freya?
Right behind you, Anne.
You're done for.
Defeat is not an option.
Of course.
I'm here to spread the love.
Spend the witching hour with me, another betrayal.
Are you having any fun yet?
What? You think I shine too brightly?
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
I'm done here. What a snooze fest.
Victory is mine. That feels correct.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
Me? Are you sure? Oh, jeez.
Fate howls like a tempest. You are safe here.
Me? Are you sure? I'll tear this world of yours down! Oh, jeez. Foiled again, but not for good.
Alright, so Alpha's still asleep.
Repent.
Surge! I'll get you next time. Ready, Graham?
Right behind you, Anne.
Here's the booster. Promise this won't hurt.
Caught us off guard.
Fate howls like a tempest.
Coming through! Coming through! Wah!
You're done for.
My staff's a perfect painkiller.
Rest.
Brace yourself.
Beefy aches and pains to me. Yeah. Coming through! Coming through! Wah! Feeling better now?
None shall escape the lash of my flame!
Ah!
Without suffering, there is no glory. Behold divinity. Be anointed in heaven's love.
Yeah. Coming through! Coming through! Wah! This homework's too hard.
is no glory.
Fear not the god's absence.
Rest.
Coming through! Coming through! Wah!
New year, new me. My burden to bear.
The spark of knowledge.
Rest.
Coming through! Coming through! Wah! Wah!
I'll handle this. I'll handle this. I walk the five-fold path. Out of my way.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
Into the night.
Coming through! Coming through! Wah! This homework's too hard.
They won't let you hurt them. They won't let you hurt them.
On to the next round. I give up. May wings be at your back. May wings be at your back. The spark of knowledge.
into an endless sky.
Evil doesn't stand a chance against me.
Rest.
Well, I tried. Victory is mine. That feels correct. Medium rare, or well done.
With rain comes death.
Help is here.
To the shores of victory!
Special assignment today.
The only trophy I need is your
Don't
heart.
forget to review.
They won't let you hurt them.
Princess, where you go?
Young Paragon dons his mask. I'm ashamed.
May wings be at your back.
I leave the rest to you.
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
Repent.
Reason.
To the shores of victory! New year, new me.
I demand a rematch.
Oh, you're asking. I'll handle this.
I yield.
Soldiers, lend me your courage.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Pardon my language.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
You're done for.
Crawl like the vermin you useless.
I must stay strong.
Not my first rejection.
Hour of reckoning, Pops! To the shores of victory! To the shores of victory!
Into the night.
Thumbs.
Even this storm shall pass.
much of what's known. Get lost.
None shall escape the lash of my flame!
Crawl like the vermin you are. Useless.
I was overconfident.
Not all is lost. Not all is lost.
Soldiers, lend me your courage!
We fear the dark because it
Let me aid you.
Lead the path.
Let this be the war to end all wars.
The spark of knowledge. The spark of knowledge. On to the next round.
My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled. My oath is fulfilled.
I will not falter.
Victory is mine. That feels correct.
Test check. Mic test 1 2. I didn't realize we don't have video or audio at the moment. What is going on? Our OBS did us dirty. Let's continue.
Medium rare or well done.
Test check.
Comes death.
Is our microphone good now? Test. Alright, looks good. Don't have a camera. What is going on? Let's mulligan this and that.
To the shore
Play that.
Special assignment today.
Is our audio okay?
Most who take the high road wind up dead.
Don't forget to review.
Happen. Use our other camera. Test. Check. Okay, that looks good. Camera. Different. We're using our other camera here. I didn't even notice that we were out video wise. But yeah, let's play Owen. We didn't have an audio and a video most of our stream. That is rough. Let's fix this.
Ball gowns.
Not all is lost.
Yep. Looks not too bad, no? We can look here, we can look here. So from here, we can stabilize with Anne and Greya. Let's play that. I don't know at what point we lost audio and video. It's really warm here though at the moment. Proper summer, so I think our other camera just gave up. Called it a day. And then I don't know what happened to our microphone, but now I have to make sure that we do have an audio and a video at every point.
We fear the dark because it haunts me.
Test. Check. Okay. What happened? We just looked away and there's a whiteboard now. It's not the worst. We can still clean up with looking smart. Hopefully dishing 2 damage to one of those. Perfect. And then from here we can draw 2.
May wings be at your back.
Play one of our demonic calls. And then clean up. Nice. Luminous Magus. Summon 3 copies of Steelclad Knight. So any allied officer follower that comes down gets ward. So good to know, quite important to know as well.
Good little dove should be in bed by now.
Caught us off guard.
Quite the conundrum. How do we deal with a 4-3 hiding in an ambush unit? Thinking hard. There is a play to use Kuon now and get the 4-5 with ward. Could be a throw though, but at the very least they have to deal with the Kuon.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
So let's establish a whiteboard and wait and see what our opponent does. Come in, come in. Welcome to the stream. We are live playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. We were live for an hour. I just didn't realize that we didn't have a camera because our main camera ran out, and for some reason the mic decided to disconnect as well. All good though. We have our backup camera here, so that gives us a different perspective of our stream. Plus our microphone here as well is working, so we are still okay. That's a whiteboard.
Into the night.
Swing now, please. Okay. Great. With this whiteboard, we should be able to clean up quite nicely. So where do we start? We either go for life or not. I think we start with the looking smart. No, if we looking smart, actually we can't Kuon. Means we won't be able to clean up. In that case, let's play that there. Brings this down to 0. Let's play that as well. That will line up nicely there. And then let's play a Kuon at this point. Now we will super evolve. What's up, buddy bear? What's up? What's up? Hello, brother. Welcome to the stream. We are live. Let's see. We have been live for a while. But the problem is... Wait lang. But we didn't have microphone and audio. Oh, we didn't have microphone and video. So that was tricky. And yeah, but we are good now. We are having a good time now as well. Everything looks good. Move the featured chats up there. Increase it a bit as well. What's up?
Young Paragon dons his mask.
Ball gowns.
Looking good. Right, now we see our text. Our video is too big, no? Compared to everything else. Yon. Yep, goods na goods, brother. We are chilling. We are having a good time.
Gaze at the stars and no camaraderie.
It's our turn, and yep, we are just playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond at the moment. Why do we not have removal spells? Let's look smart. Draw 2 cards, dish out 2 damage across the board. That is a big draw. Anne and Greya will be able to nicely clean up here. We have to take note though that we could just die from an Albert. We could get wiped out from an Albert. So unless we're able to clean up the board,
I leave the rest to you.
we need to pressure properly. Let's play a Miss Miranda here. Why did we not play Anne and Greya? We need the life gain to dodge Albert. From here, let's evolve, deal 3, and swing there. Question is, do we play Dimension Climb here? I don't think so, because we have a lot of good cards to deploy still. We have Owen, Anne and Greya, Blaze Destroyer. So even if our opponent plays a wide board here, we are gonna still be in a good position. That's a nice little cleanup. But yeah, we are good. We are going ham. Kuon is here again. That is good for us. Kuon next turn is gonna end the game. That is important to know. I think we start with a draw 2. See what we get. We drew a Stormy Blast. Very nice indeed. From here, I think we can play an Anne and Greya. Do we Stormy Blast Geno? And then swing there. We die to Albert though. Unless we super evolve. I think we have to dimension climb now. Just to be able to stabilize. And then from here, let's Stormy Blast there. Play a William down. And now there is no board. Our opponent has to deal with all of this. And we are good to go from here. So we were going to save up for our 10 play point Kuon play. But because we could die from an Albert there, even if we deal with a Geno, what's going to happen? It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 3 damage to life plus Albert for 12. And then if they deal with this as well, we are not going to be in a position to survive, especially if we leave Geno alive. So that is our line. Let's see what is up here. Sweep. Is that the sweeper? It is the sweeper. A free super evolve. Wow. Powerful. Still have 9 to use. Are you gonna leave us with these units, buddy? Nope. They have to evolve to deal with our board. And then from here, I think it's a matter of re-establishing board again. 6. Owen brings us to 6, which we don't necessarily want. What we want is 7. So super evolving Anangrea is not the best. You just usually want to evolve Anangrea. But that gives us the deal 3 damage reach we need, plus the 1 damage there, plus a 4 damage hit here. And we have 2 units that have ward to defend against whatever can come down. So that is something we are looking forward to. Luminous Lance Trooper. Oof. Okay, there's a ward unit. Painful. Not the worst still. We can play an Owen. That's gonna give us a ward unit. And then we play Kuon here. We didn't want the 10-10 because we wanted the spread of units here, which is what we got at this point. To just deal with everything. So let's go for 3 there. 2 there. Leaves us with 2 units that have ward. Not the best position, to be fair, and that's the Albert to end the game. So if our opponent had the Albert early on, our lines were still correct to try and survive. But this is a strong unit. Free super evolution.
All burnt out.
Strong. 6 cost 7/7 free super evolve. That could bring Swordcraft up to tier S, to be fair. Right. Cool. So now let's play our video. Okay, looks a bit dark, no? But that's okay. That's our backup camera.
Commencing operation.
What are we after? Let's try out this new deck. It's an Earth Sigil Runecraft deck is the deck that we are going to be trying out right now. So what do we have? This is an Earth Sigil Runecraft deck that has the standard stuff that we always see for card draw. Foresight, Stormy Blast is damage. Seraphic Tidings is draw 2 with homework time as well maxed out. We do have Witch's New Brew here, which is draw a card. We also now have... We do have Burgent as well again. The summons 2 copies of Onion Patch and gives us the crest. We now have Norman, which summons a Guardian Golem and give it barrier for 1 Earthright, or draw 3 cards, or restore 4 defense, and then if you evolve Norman, you do it again. Very powerful. And then we also have Pascal's Dance, which has a countdown at the end of your turn, draw a card, and Earthright 10, double the attack and defense of all allied followers on the field. Very powerful as well. This is one of the newer builds. It is an Earth Sigil Runecraft deck, and that is something that we will be trying out now. Let's see how far we go. We haven't played this build before, but we have played the standard spell boost, and I bet that it plays quite similarly. So that is going to be something we are going to be exploring. Swordcraft, okay? Norman is in. Let's throw that away. Let's throw anything away that doesn't deal with units. Especially that we don't have Miss Miranda now. We also don't have Owen as well. But because our Earth Sigils are now proper sweepers in the form of Sage Light's teachings, we have more ways to deal with the wide board now. So we're worse off at aggroing, but we're better off at controlling the board. Pascal's Dance. Gain an Earth Sigil and gain the crest Pascal's Dance, which at the end of our turn is draw a card. And Earthright 10, double the attack and defense. Would this happen often is the question. Nonja. Nonja has ambush, which means we can't deal with it until it attacks. And oh no, Prim, that's Prim, which got a Nonja, which is a 2-cost 2/2 that if there is a Prim, it becomes a 3/3 with Bane. Powerful. Okay, let's Pascal's Dance to draw a card at the end of the turn. You get an Earth Sigil now. You get the crest now. When you end the turn, you draw the card. Okay. Interesting. The 3/3 is there. Let's start with the Foresight and draw a card. Let's see what we get. From here, let's pump up our Earth Sigil. Stormy Blast, the 3/3. Definitely has to go. Ending the turn from there. Next turn, luckily our Demonic Call lined up quite nicely because we had it early on, which means we can use it early on as well. But first, let's draw a card with Foresight. Let's play the Demonic Call out now. Doing there for 3, ending the turn here. We have a lot of life gain now because of Norman, so that is very good for us. Even if we take early hits, we can gain 8 immediately from 1 card if we needed to, or draw 3 cards, or a mix of both. Let's see, what are we doing here? We have Burgent, which we can super evolve to give us the Onion Patch power. Although an Anangrea is quite nice as well. Thinking hard. Anangrea also makes us deal with the whole board, so I think that is the play. We evolve, deal 3 damage there. So what we could have done is pop one of the 2-cost units and swing at everything else. But here, what's gonna happen is we are gonna be left with a 2/2 unit. But I think that is better than losing our Anangrea. So this way, we retain pressure on the board. And because we have a lot more life gain in the form of Sage Light Teachings and Norman, we are better aligned to like go down and heal back up later on.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Caught us off guard.
Okay, what do we do here? Burgent is perfectly aligning. We have Anangrea as well, but Burgent has the Super Crest that actually gives us an onion patch every turn from this point forward. So let's swing here. And this is another cool one. We don't really need to swing here, but because of that swing, we spell boost once and we get the Blaze Destroyer come down now. So this is a big turn because of Burgent, plus the onion patch every turn moving forward. It's quite tight though, space-wise. If we're going for a Kuon play, plus the Earthlight Sigils, plus the onion patch that we get, plus whatever units remain on the board, it is going to be tricky. Although, our opponent wiped up our board. Norman's nice. Draw 3. Should we take the draw 3? What is Guardian Golem? It's a 3/3 with barrier. That is pretty solid as well. Norman is powerful. We can draw 3. We can do 2 things with this one play. I think drawing 3 is a good start. And then from here, we can go for a draw. And then let's go for the trade. We don't need to super evolve Norman. He's strong enough as is. And we're leaving it to figure out if we want to super evolve Kuon instead for later on. We have Sage Light for 4 life. So the 4 life here is not that strong. We can also use it to summon a Guardian Golem and have a 3/3 barrier. That is very powerful as well. We gotta think hard though on where we want this. Test. Cool, our mic is still working. We just want to figure out how to survive, bring our opponent down to 0, and go from there. Luminous Mage. That is a wide board.
Gums.
4, 6. Strong. Very strong. From here we have an interesting line. We can play Witch's New Brew to give us 1 more Earth Sigil to deal 4 to everything. And then use Anangrea to deal with that, as well as spell boost our hand. Let's start with a Foresight though. Draw a card. If this is our line, then Kuon is the better play then.
To the edge of what's known, yet lost.
To deal with all of this.
None shall escape the lash of my flame!
Crawl like the vermin you are.
Our opponent is going to be left with a 4/6 Super Evolve.
Useless.
But I think this is going to position us nicely again. Because we still have life gain for next turn. We have a lot of card draw as well to filter through our deck. Which means we can technically combo off on 10 quite early if we wanted to. That is the power of having Witch's New Brew plus the Foresight plus Pascal's Dance. We have a ton of stuff. Why is this? Whenever an enemy follower enters the field, give it can't attack followers or leaders until the end of your opponent's turn. Deal 1 damage to the enemy leader and restore 1 defense to your leader. So if we deal with that, we're okay. Okay, let's deal with that then. So I'm guessing our opponent is gonna be super evolving or just normal evolving. Cool, take it.
Show you true control.
Interesting. What are we thinking about? This is an easy trade. But before that, let's filter through our hand, see what we get. Stormy Blast is nice. Anengrea's Stormy Blast is powerful to deal with a luminous thingy. So let's go for that. Oh, even that thing gets hit. But anyway, we're still okay.
I lacked foresight.
We do have Anne summoning to prevent an Albert from dealing with us early. That's gonna deal with that, and then 6 to life. So we go down to 2. We still survive. It's not the best to be on 2 life, but it's also not the worst. It's better than 0. So let's go for that. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Come one, come all. We are playing Shadowverse Worlds Beyond at the moment. Currently testing Earth Sigil Runecraft at the moment. So it is a fun little build. This is our game number 1 with this build. We were on Spell Boost before. Just classic Spell Boost Runecraft. This is very interesting too, nonetheless. Let's see, for the next coming turn, let's heal up. We can also draw cards, heal up, and then go for a Dimension Climb. If we draw into one of the Ruler of Cosituses, then we just pass the turn. Or if we draw a ruler now, we win, potentially. So that is what we are after. No fanfare, so no super evolution yet. This is 2 damage to everyone. Pseudo board wipe. We do have our ward unit there to prevent life loss. Norman! Norman is back. Norman is here to heal us. Potentially. 6 for thinking. I do think we need to heal back up, so let's start with Norman restoring 4 health. Let's just heal up as much as we can with back-to-back 4 life, and then let's use that to just dish out 2 damage somewhere, and then from here let's Dimension Climb and see what we get. William, please. No William, sadly. We did get a Stormy Blast though. That is very good as well. So let's use that there. Everything's lining up quite nicely. Playing out an Anengrea means we can deal with that. Which also means that Looking Smart can pop that. And then we heal back up to 19 from being on a very low life total. Very nice indeed. How do you get to 10 Earthright? Don't think you can. There's the Albert. Sadly, buddy, we are back at 19 life. Albert being used to clean up. We'll take it. 1 on 10. It's not gonna work because we have our onion patch. Rough times. Which means we play a Pascal's Dance to draw. at end of turn. Okay, that means we Kuon now. Just to have a whiteboard. That's not too bad. We lose the 2-1, but we do get a whiteboard so that our dimension climb makes sense. We could use the 1 for Earth Sigil, and then now we have the full combo. So we're chilling now. We're just gonna draw cards. We could heal up. We can also get... Ooh! Or... Wait a minute. If we gain 4 Earth Sigils here and engage, does that double the attack and defense of all allied followers on the field? That works. We'll take it. Very interesting indeed, folks. Pascal's dance is dancing for us. Okay, okay, I see the power of Pascal's dance. It's a big setup turn for anything that doesn't have a true board wipe like Unholy Vessel. Can't deal with the 8-10, buddy. Okay, you can. That had Bane. We now do have our Williams, though. Plus the ruler combo. We're just gonna go for that, actually. To end the game. How do you go for the ruler combo, you ask? First, you play out the ruler of Cositus. What's gonna happen is it's gonna change your deck into the Apocalypse deck. From here, you can play Dimension Climb, but play out your other cards first so that you have space on the board. And then we go for the Dimension Climb, shuffling all of our cards back in hand and drawing into one of our combo cards, which we did not draw. We wanted the Storm, deal 10 damage to face, or the reduce your opponent's life to 1. Then use the Super Evolve to deal with everything else. We didn't get it, so we're just going for the aggro line. We are chilling right now. Ending the turn at 19 life. We are very safe. So that's good for us. Earth Sigil is looking good, not gonna lie. See where we go from here. Can you deal with the board? I don't think you can. And we still have the Storm deal 10. Cool! That is how you play against Swordcraft. You just aggressively play against their board, stabilize, and go from there. Pascal's dance is quite solid as well. Cool. Matchmaking was interrupted. I keep looking there. That is where our offline camera is. Our backup is here. Cool. Abysscraft. How do we fare against Abysscraft? Playing our Earth Sigil Runecraft deck is the question. We don't have units early on anymore. We just have life gain on 3, on 4, on 5, on 6. through Sage Light Teachings and Norman. So that is something that we need to figure out. Let's throw away all of our card draw. And we drew into nothing. Ooh, something. Alright, let's draw a card. Into a Burgent. That looks nice. At 4 play points, we can play out Burgent to dish out 8 damage total and get our Onion Patch from that point onwards. But until we get to that point, it is gonna be rough times in the manor. Ouch. 17. Still nothing. Okay. Let's end the turn again. So this is a nice litmus test to see if Norman can actually keep us alive with restore 4 defense twice evolution. At the moment though, we are going to be playing out Burgent just so that we have our Onion Patches that spell boost our hand, plus something to slow the board down with. So we can swing 6 there, 1 here, and 1 here as well. So now what we're doing is all of our Onion Patches, we're just throwing them into our opponent's units so that we have an early spell boost, like an early aggressive homework time, an aggressive demonic call as well. So that's what we are after with these lines. Stormy Blast is huge. Let's see. We can deal 1 there, reducing our demonic call. So let's start with that. We are definitely going to be cleaning that up with Stormy Blast. That is the goal. 3. Okay, we've got a plan. Let's play the demonic Shikigami out. Let's deal 3 damage there. That is gonna turn Looking Smart into a draw 2, deal 2 damage spell. Stormy Blast can now clean up the remaining unit. We are at 9 life, so we can just go down at any point. So that is something that we are trying to avoid. Let's see what happens. Shadow Crypt Memorial. Let's see. That is a 3/3. We need Earth Sigils. Norman doesn't do anything without Earth Sigils, sadly. So I think let's start with the Foresight. We can Kuon as well and get that 4/5. That 4/5 is enticing as well, not gonna lie. Thinking hard. I think we go for it.
To the edge of what's known, yet lost.
I think we go as aggressive as we can now. They can deal with it with a ghost that has Bane. Wait, it does have Bane, right? Oh, it doesn't. Ooh. So let's end the turn here. What we need is something like a Pascal's Dance or a Witch's New Brew, just to get those Earth Sigils. Or Sage Light Teachings as well.
Destination, the underworld.
We just need Earth Sigils, please. Witch's New Brew would be the best top deck. It's nice that we are able to save our evolution as well for Norman to gain 4 life. So that is something we are looking for as well. Charon, Stygian, Oarswoman. Going down to 3. Oh no. Not using it for Storm. Okay. Okay. Dealing with the board. I see, I see. Triple Kuon. Very interesting indeed. I think we start with a Foresight. 6, 7, 8. Wait, it's over. If we clean up the board, we win. If we deal with these two. Do we have something to deal? We do. We have that. We have Kuon 4, 5, 3, 3. No. Yes, we do actually. We play the Kuon now.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
And let's super evolve, giving this Storm. We use our demon to deal with that. We use this Kuon to deal with that, and that is exactly lethal. Boom. And that is how you deal with Abysscraft's aggro. You use ward, you use life gain if you've got it, and you just try to be equally aggressive against. 2-match win streak. So far so good. We are also not optimized in terms of our plays, but we will get there as well. Havencraft going second.
Medium rare. Or well
Throw Sage Light away. We are going second. Stormy might not be the Foresight might not be the best here. Let's end the turn. And yep, looks good. Ruler of Cositus, not the best card we want to see this early. We've got Stormy Blast to deal with that. Let's end the turn here. Havencraft is one of the tier S decks. This build has everything you need in a defensive tempo deck. It has ward, and then it has the units to swing back after it cleans up the board. But before that, let's draw 2 into Sagelight Teachings. Sagelight is not the worst in this deck because we have a lot of Earth Sigils. So this is a proper sweeper in this deck. Deal 4 damage to all enemy followers. It's still primarily life gain for us, especially against aggro. But at the moment, you gotta use it for what you need it for. Okay, there is a barrier here, but that is technically 3 units, which Anne and Greya can deal with. You just need to evolve to pop 1, and then swing with the other 2 units at the other 2 units if there were 3 units. But it's essentially the same with barrier, and end the turn here. Next is Immaculate Adjudicator. Okay. Strong. Do we have anything to deal with that? We do, in a sense. We can play Demonic Call here. That would turn homework into looking smart. Deal 2 damage there. Plus that. Leaving us with our units in play. And we can play the Blaze Destroyer as well for an 8/6 unit.
There's no salvation for me or anyone.
Wilbert is powerful. 6/8. Evolution, gaining the crest that pumps everything up. We did get Burgent as well, which also gives us a nice solid crest. Is it gonna be Crest Wars at the moment? I think it is. Especially that the pressure isn't that high at the moment. This is really good. We can swing once there. We can swing into the 2/4 with our onion patches. That is not bad, especially if we expect a board wipe. Because what happens is, every time you swing, you spell boost once. So in a way, it's like spell boost 1 immediately at that point.
Brace yourself.
6, 9. How do we deal? How big is William now? Is 8? Perfect. That's how you deal with the board. You just play a William. Boom. And then you use an onion to deal with that. And we are good to go again. Stable. At 15 life. No earth sigils again. We don't have Witch's New Brew. We also don't have Pascal's Dance. Okay, you listen to us. That is good. So from here, we can play out the Witch's New Brew. That is gonna give us Pascal's Dance. Everything we just needed. Thank you very much. And then from here, we can either look smart and deal 2 damage. Hopefully here, if we do, Sage Light Teachings is a board wipe. So yes, please. 2 there. Nope. We do have Anangrea, which is very solid as well. So I think we do go for the Anangrea play. We can super evolve to wipe the board up. That aligns very well as well, in the sense that if they play the deal 6 damage to everything spell, let's throw this away for the spell boost first. If they play the deal 6 damage to everything spell unit, we have Anangrea still, which means they're forced to evolve to deal with it. Or you play out Unholy Vessel, but that's a 1/1, which is okay too. Should have added. We need to remember to add Earth Sigils now. It matters now. Okay, so from here, let's look smart. Ooh. And then let's play that out. Thinking we are lining up quite nicely to a 0 cost turn for Dimension Climb, Ruler of Cosaitus. So I think we leave it at that. Let's just clean up here. Let's heal up to 19. And then, if they play a unit, we have Spell Boost 0. As long as they don't clean... They are okay to clean up as long as they play a unit with it, which is exactly what they are doing right now. Because with our Onion Patch, we bring our Dimension Climb to 0. And with that, once we play out our Ruler of Cosaitus into Dimension Climb, we could potentially draw 5 into our win con, and we got it. Set your opponent's life to 1, super evolve now into a 13/13 Havencraft tier S deck, Walletcraft, no problem at all with our Earth Sigil Runecraft build. Very nice indeed. That is our setup at the moment. If you are new to our stream, we just stream very chilly, playing out the competitive decks that we find look like they have a lot of potential, like this. Like we started with Runecraft Spell Boost with set 1. With set 2, there's a lot of potential with Earth Sigils. That is what we are testing now, and so far so good. We have Witch's New Brew, which I think is a keep in this kind of build. So let's start with that. Our turn. Let's start with drawing a card, getting that very important Earth Sigil. Pascal's Dance gives us another one. plus the crest that draws us a card. Very nice as well. Stormy Blast. Do we Stormy Blast? Here is the question. Thinking hard. We do have a lot of life gain now with our Earth Sigils, but we should not take it for granted. I think we just deal 2 there, and we start pumping up our Earth Sigils. Pascal's Dance in the previous game was very powerful to be used as a deal a ton of damage crest in the form of doubling the attack and defense of all allied followers on the field. So very powerful indeed. They do get a 4-2 now. Painful. Quite painful. Although, again, we do have our life gains later on in the game. So not too scared about it. We are chillin'. Nonja. Sure. We are able to clean up quite nicely with Burgent here. So let's play out Burgent, get our 2 onion patches. Let's actually evolve Burgent as well to get our own crest of the onion patch. Every turn we get an onion patch. And let's swing here, deal with that Bane unit, and then swing here with our onion patches. So that we get the spell boost, we deal with the 4-2 unit, and we leave our opponent with Princess's Picnic. Zirconia is gonna get 2 more units. Okay, that is a whiteboard. Thinking Anangrea does line up quite nicely here though. It is gonna dish out a lot of damage and clean up quite nicely as well. So let's go for it. Let's evolve to deal 2 damage there. That's the unit that can super evolve, so let's prioritize that. And then let's deal with this thing. And let's just take that part. Leaving our opponent with a 2-2 is not the best. They can still evolve it to deal 4 damage to us immediately. Although at this point we have Kuon for the next turn to stabilize. And drawing into our life gain is gonna be good for us as well. Ambush. That hurts. You can evolve now, give it +2/+2, deal 4 damage, bringing us down to 10. Another one here, Super Evolution, would bring it to 7/6, also quite powerful. That means we're gonna use this to pop off now. Ansari Abbas bin Walid, hello, welcome to the stream. We are playing Shadowverse Runecraft at the moment, dealing with our opponent's board quite nicely like that, ending the turn here. We didn't have to Kuon, so that's nice. We also didn't want to get hit by the ambush unit ever, so anytime there's an ambush unit, I think we play out the William. That's how we're gonna be lining up our characters against their characters. Odin is painful too. If you super evolve, that's gonna be a world of hurt for us. Hello, life gain. Cool. Alright, so we've got the life gain now. One of our onion patches survived, so it's smiling to deal 1 damage there. Although being on 6 life is not the best, so I think we should restore 4. Plus, we should play out the Anangrea here to get our 5/5 ward unit that will be able to trade with that. Other option is to use our onion patches to deal with Odin, leaving us with a 4/4 and a 5/5. That is much safer than anything else. Although we are trying to be aggressive now as well. So let's go for it. Let's save Pascal's Dance for a big turn now that we're in the late game. This is a nice 2-cost play if you have nothing else. As a late game play though, doubling the attack and defense of all allied followers worked out for us as well. So that is very interesting to see too. Gildaria. Okay. That is a nice clean board wipe. Do you evolve? Summon 2 more copies of Steelclad Knight. If you do, we have the William. Oh, they don't. Good time to Kuon. I think this is a proper time to Kuon. Very proper. Huh. There's no space. That's the problem. We can pop that off. I guess it's okay. Not ideal. But we want a ward unit in play while pressuring the board. We can have all of our units if we decided Aningrea goes here. But I think having the Kuon with the 4-5 plus Aningrea pressuring life is much more important. So let's swing 6 into that. Deal 4 there, deal 3 there, and 4 to life. And we end the turn from here. That is a very strong Albert coming down though. That is potentially deal 3 damage to everyone from our side of the field. Summon a 3-4. Super evolve into another 6, 7, I think. That double attacks. Cool, we'll take it. The board clear against us, but we don't mind board clears against us. First, we have a unit every turn, and second, we can always pressure our opponent back again. Let's start with card draw. Foresight. We can Pascal's Dance now if we wanted to. Do we save it for the big turn though? Like we can go Earth Sigil into Bomb, into Pascal's Dance, into doubling the attack and defense of all of our units. I think that's the line we should go for. So let's just keep drawing cards. We have William to deal with that. Ooh, which is New Brew. That looks nice. Let's keep drawing cards. Norman! Hello, Norman. Norman is also quite powerful as well. And I think Norman is our line. Why? Because we might just lose to Albert. So Norman, I think, is our line. Let's restore 4 to our leader. Let's evolve Norman and restore 4 again and deal with the 9-9. Back to 17 and deal with that since we don't have a lot of Earth Sigils anyway. Deal with our Norman, please. That was a last second decision, but if we did not Norman at that point, we could potentially lose to an Albert, which now we're safe. Even if they Albert, they don't have any more super evolutions. So that's maximum 6 damage. So here, Onion. Onion, man. The little guy that can. Alright, so from here, let's clean up with our William. And the Blaze Destroyer. We can potentially Earth Sigil if we wanted to. But I don't think we need to. We just needed to clean up nicely, which is what happened. And then from here, we just try to end the game. Sure. 1 onion patch was left. That means that is gonna swing at life. We can homework time though at this point. Let's see what we get. Demonic Call, very interesting. William can clean up the board. Although Sage Light Teachings can clean up the board as well. Which I think is the better play. It's the cleaner play as well. We could Pascal's Dance now to draw a card at the end of the turn. Didn't realize that it's at the end of our turn that we draw. Let's deal 4 now to everybody. We're just chilling, ending the turn. We can't engage again, right? Okay. We have our other Pascal's Dance. Hello, Ambush Unit 4-3. Play another unit, please. No other unit, sadly. Is this a turn to go for the ruler? It could potentially be, because that would set us up quite nicely with homework time. They have to deal with the ruler. Even an Albert can't deal with this. It also can't end our life, and I think we are okay. So let's play that ruler of Cositus now. Ending the turn. And let's wait. Gildaria, does that super evolve? Have you rallied 20? They have. Okay. Cool, no problem at all. We kept our one of William now, so we still have that line to use and play. We also have homework time, which is powerful because it's gonna now draw into our Apocalypse deck. This can set their life to 1. Let's play William first. Have them deal with a 13 unit only. We're at 12, we're safe. Albert's gonna bring us down to 6, and that's how we get through to win against Swordcraft.
Victory is mine.
Very nice. And
Feels correct.
let's continue on. Earth, right? What do we call this? Earth Sigil Runecraft. Yep, that sounds solid. Okay. Mirror match? Are they on Earth Sigils as well? We'll have to see.
Medium rare or well done. Let's get this over with.
We are live on Twitch, folks, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So if you are in any of those other channels, you are free to watch at any of those other channels as well. If you want to watch on the telly, very easy to do so. Just hit that subscribe button if you want to be alerted for the next time we go live on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Twitch if you also want to be alerted on Twitch or on Facebook, and like the stream as well. That would be very much appreciated if you could. Ending the turn here, we've got Stormy Blast to deal with whatever units come down. We have Seraphic Tidings to draw 2. Let's have a see on what we need to do. Nothing right now. Let's end the turn. Let's chill. No units from our opponent's side. No units from our side as well. So that's quite okay. Let's draw 2 with Seraphic Tidings. And we have Burgent in hand. Not the best against control, although the crest will matter a lot. Because we keep putting down a 1-1 that they have to deal with. So 100% we're going for the Burgent line. Let's evolve that now and deal with the Owen. Keeping our 1-1s, forcing our opponent to have sweepers this early. So just like our deck, what sweepers could they have? They have their own Anangrea to deal with 3 units. They have Sage Light Teachings. They have Divine Thunder. Okay. I'm not running Divine Thunder. That is a proper removal spell though. We will be burning one of our cards, sadly, if we don't draw anything that we can put down this turn. Yep. So we're stuck until next turn. Not the worst position. We have the crest. They'll have the crest as well. Okay, it's gonna be an onion war. What do we lose? We lost a core. That hurts. That hurts. But not too painful. Better than a ruler of Cositis. We got the Anangrea. We can now deal with that through our Anne's summoning, plus our Onion Patch. It's gonna leave them with their own Onion Patch though. Do we evolve? I don't think we do. Norman drawing 3 cards matters a lot more, I think, than this line. So, let's swing there. We leave them with 1 Onion Patch that can go for life. Which I don't think is the worst case, although we can just deal with it with Stormy Blast if we wanted to. Nah. Let's leave it. If they want to super evolve that, we're okay with it as well. And as long as... So what do we need to have? We need, at the very least, Kuon on our 9 play point turn. We use this to summon at the 10 cost Kuon, so that even if they have the Ruler of Cositus, the only way we lose is if they draw the Astaroth's Reckoning. William can clean up nicely here, which I think should be our line. Before we do that though, let's draw a card with Witch's New Brew. Sage Light Teachings. Hey. Let's play the William out, deal with the board now. Spell boost once, and chill from here. Let's go for the 10 cost Kuon play. At which point the back-to-back 10 cost Kuon play would be the busted play. Which, because we burned 1, that hurts us quite a bit. Flames of Chaos. Not much in hand in terms of aggression. So let's start with Foresight. Foresight again. Anangrea is here. Do we want to Anangrea though? I don't think we do. So I think we Sage Light for Earth Sigils. We could also play down our Demonic Calls. But we don't have to as well, because these can work up to a 17 point play. 17 damage in 1 turn. We're just being patient, hoping to not lose the game next turn. And going from there. If we draw a 3rd Demonic Call, we can win from 20. We can Stormy Blast the Anangrea. That's an easy control turn. On 10, let's do that. Let's homework time here. Draw 2 cards. Pascal's Dance and Kuon. And Kuon. Don't have much though, sadly. Brings us to 8. Engaging the Earth Sigil brings us to 8. Plus Pascal's Dance to 9. But then nothing after that. So I think we play Anangrea here. Just to have something. Keeping everything else in hand. We could lose at this point now with the Ruler of Cositus into Dimension Climb play. We have to be aware of that. Doesn't seem that they have it though. Very interesting. Let's see what happens here.
To the edge of what's known.
One, okay. You are dealing with our full board buddy. Respectable.
I walk the fivefold
Sure. How big is this? Do we die?
None shall escape the lash of my flame.
crawl like the vermin you are.
All burnt out.
That is how you do the 20 damage Q1 play turn, I guess. Powerful. You saw it here from our opponent's side. Very powerful indeed. The dimension climb mattered there a lot.
Medium rare.
Let's go. Okay, mirror match again. We are going first this time, which is the position we want to be in. Let's throw away Stormy Blast. Huon as well. Let's keep Witch's New Brew, just so that we have Earthright stuff early on. If we do nothing, at least we engage the Sigil. Hello, Burgeon. Alright, turn 1, which is New Brew, ending the turn here. Next turn, if they play a Miss Miranda, we've got Stormy Blast plus an engage. If not, we just engage. We can't spam engage, right? So let's end the turn. And the next turn is a Burgent. Actually, 2 turns from that is the Burgent. So we are chilling until that point. Well, they are as well. We are looking for Dimension Climb though. It is a 3 of in our deck, so hopefully we draw into that. Let's engage again. Pascal's Dance is a pseudo win con in a way as well, so that is good. They have the Burgent. We have the Burgent as well. We do get the spell boost though, because we'll be swinging into those things. So let's play out the Burgent. Let's get the 1/1s. Let's evolve into a 6/6. Swing there. Swing there. Spell boosting our whole hand in the process. They can't swing at anything again, while our Onion should be able to. Sage-Light Teachings. Interesting. We have the Earthright Sigils to do that. That would save our other cards as well. This is a bad card in this matchup anyway. So if this is gonna line up nicely, let's use it.
Caught us off guard.
And then we could swing once here so that our Demonic Call goes down so that we can play it out. Thinking about that line. We also get the spell boost, so that is good. And let's play it out. Let's pressure a bit. Next turn, I think we should Seraphic Tidings or Anne and Greya and play out our units again. We do need Dimension Climb early. So there was an argument to play Seraphic Tidings to draw 2 at that point. See, what are we after? Okay, we'll take it. William, sure. From here, let's draw 2.
Wings be at your back.
There you go. Now we can properly climb. How do we deal with the William? Let's draw a card first and have a look at what we potentially get. Onion is gonna spell boost once. And the rest is not enough, so I think we go for the Onion Swing. Deal 1 damage with Stormy Blast. That should reduce both of our Blaze Destroyers. And we can put down both of them now. We don't want to play Demonic Call Out. We can save that for as a removal spell or as something that can buff up our win con in the 10 cost Kuon turn, like how our opponent did against us. So at least this way they still have to deal with 8-6 units that, if left on the field, is gonna wipe out their life from 20 to 4. Question is, how low can you go life wise? Let's see. Does our... Okay, that's the second William. So that is a lot of Williams out already. We have Aningrea to deal with that, which would also... Oh, actually, if we play Aningrea or a Demonic Call... Demonic Call looks better. Why? Because it brings homework time to 1, and at the same time we can use Looking Smart to draw 2 cards so that our Aningrea actually spell boosts more cards from our hand. Norman is in. This can draw 3 cards if we wanted to. Or summon a Guardian Golem and give it Barrier. Sounds busted in a control deck. Go for it. We have exactly... Before we do that, let's engage first. Summon a Guardian Golem and give it Barrier. Evolve Norman. Summon a Guardian Golem. Oh, the Guardian Golem has Ward as well. Good to know. Hello. You used all of your Williams, buddy. That's 2 at the very least. Can you still deal with a wide board? You have to go through all of this before you start swinging at our 7-7. That's the 3rd William. Okay, you do have it, I guess. Okay. That means that is all of your Williams gone. Spell boosting, okay, as well. We have Aningrea to clean that up. We have Onion Patch as well. Huh. Interesting. One can pressure a bit. 2. Let's swing there though first to begin with. We can play Aningrea now. We are going to be comboing off 2 turns later, sadly. We have the Demonic Call into Kuon to deal 13 damage. Question is, do we place that now? I think we do, especially that our opponent has 0 Williams now. Like 100% sure. We've used that up already, so let's end the turn there. We are after the Ruler of Cosaitus play anyway now. At this point, by next turn. Not this turn. Hopefully they don't have enough to deal with us. That's the 10 cost Kuon play. bringing us down to 7, 6 potentially. Oof, that hurts.
Like the vermin you are.
That is the line to win, though. We're forced. We lose to a second Kuon. Our ruler of Cositus can deal with that board though. Stormy Blast. 310. Interesting. We can't target that with anything at all. So we have to play Stormy Blast here.
Into the night.
Let's draw a card with... No, we can't. We can?
The clouds won't know what hit 'em.
Let's play Dimension Climb into something. Williams at 5. Let's play that out.
New year, new me. None shall escape the lash of my flame. That's it. I'll handle this.
Should have healed up. Well, we go down to 1 with the Kuon. Painful, but if our William survives, oof, we can't do anything. Back-to-back Kuon is lights out. We didn't have the Dimension Climb early, nor did we have the Kuons early as well. Early enough. Well, we did, but we didn't have it enough to the point where we can go Kuon Dimension Climb into a Ruler of Cositus. We lose from this back-to-back Kuon play. That is the out of someone going second against the mirror match. So we are seeing all of the lines of play in the mirror match being used by the opponent, but it's still being featured nonetheless, so it is still good. So 2 lines. If you go first, you go for the Ruler of Cositus into Dimension Climb play. If you go second, you go into the back-to-back Kuon play, and you should be in a good spot. The only way that the mirror match can deal with that is if they go Ruler of Cositus into Astaroth's Reckoning, but they'd have needed a Dimension Climb on 0, plus an Astaroth's off of that.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
Sage Light, Seraphic. We're going second, Witch's helps though. Sage Light isn't bad here as a sweeper, but I think it's better as a top deck rather than just having it in hand. Okay, we have a 1, a 2, and a 3 play. Removal spells if we need to as well. Looks good. Draw a card with Witch's New Brew. Let's see what we get. William, okay. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. We are live playing Runecraft Earth Sigil build on Ranked. Currently against Havencraft. One of the best decks, apparently. Walletcraft is what they call it. Pascal's Dance, just so that we can maximize our cards for this turn. Let's end the turn here. We've got Burgent, which summons 2 copies of Onion Patch. Plus, what happens is, if you evolve that, you get a crest, which gives us onions every time. Great. Let's see what's up. We're gonna be on 4 if we use the play point now. Well, we want to be on 5 if you use Burgent. So I think our line is Witch's New Brew. Let's draw a card. Potentially Seraphic Tidings as well was another line, but we want to keep engaging as much as we can, so that once we draw into Sage Light's teachings, we've got the Earth Sigils to use. Whenever you engage an amulet, give this follower +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Okay. Now is a good time to play out the Burgent, evolving it to get our crest. And from here, we swing 6 into 3, keeping our onion patches there. There's also a line to swing into that unit to just get the spell boosts now. But I don't remember Havencraft having a sweeper to deal with onions. Because the only time that that's bad is if we don't get to attack. Which happens on turn 7, I think. When they have the deal, or that. What is that? Do this one time, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. If there's at least 2 allied amulets, do it 2 times instead. Strong. Note to self, always ram our onion patches in. Anangrea is quite solid as well. That's gonna give us a 5-5 rush. That would be able to deal with that. That's good. Ending the turn here. Let's have a look. Cool. Right, we don't have any units still. We can't pressure a lot, but I think 4, 5, 6, 7. We can draw. We can also play Blaze Destroyer if we wanted to. That is good as well. If we draw 2 with Seraphic, we go up to 9, which we don't want unless we draw into something. I just released the mouse button by mistake. And played Seraphic. I wanted to play Blaze Destroyer this turn. But it is what it is. Let's engage here and end the turn. We do have everything in hand already, to be fair. We have the climb, we have the ruler. We can potentially get to climb on 0 if we draw back-to-back Anangreas. But if we burn the Anangrea, okay, Sage Light, not too bad. As a burn. Thinking of our lines of play. Blaze Destroyer Evolve is not the worst. That gives us a tall unit that they need to deal with, which also deals with their Colette. And keeps our sweepers, the Williams, and Stormy Blast. So that's pretty good, I think. Always do that for us. Swing there. Engage again and ending the turn here. Let's see what's next. Dark Haven Grace. Oh. There's a big unit. Storm 9. Huh. You're leaving our 10-1 in play? Sure, we'll take it. Let's swing 1 there. Are we not evolving yet? Sadly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's deal 10 damage there for sure. Let's draw 2 cards from homework time.
Homework's too hard.
Pascal's Dance, I see you, buddy. So that is gonna double the attack and defense of all allied followers at the turn where we have 10 Earthright, which we don't have at the moment. I think our line is Demonic Call. And swing 10. Boom. Ending the turn. Next turn we can potentially double the attack and defense if we draw something like Sage Light Teachings. Although if we do draw that, we want life gain instead. The sweeper. Let's attack. Kuon. Sure. One is great. That's gonna pressure a lot. Life against our opponent. Brings them down to 2 as well, which is great. So let's go for it. Plus, the onion that we get is gonna bring our spell boost count to 0 on Dimension Climb, which means that is gonna be a combo with Ruler of Cositus for the next turn. Can you deal with a 10-10 Ward Aura? That is gonna be the interesting question. Jean deals 6 to everything. And is gonna super evil. Okay. 6 to life, sure. But we have the onion to bring our climb to 0. We have the ruler as well. Let's play that out. Use Dimension Climb to draw into one of our Apocalypse cards, like that or that, and just deal 6 damage to everything, including life. Boom. And then we got there. Havencraft. No problem. This is Amulet Havencraft though, not the Ward build, I think.
That feels correct.
With the birds. We're promoted to Diamond, folks. That is very good to see. We're going up. We are almost at a 2 as well, which is sweet. We're going first versus Swordcraft. Okay, let's see how this goes. Pagelight's gonna go, William's gonna go, Demonic's gonna go, Pascal as well. We need 1 cost cards that dish out damage. I guess Pascal's isn't too bad considering we don't really have 2-drops to play on curve. So I think Pascal's a keep moving forward. Okay, no units in sight, so let's draw 2 cards with homework time. Hello, Burgent. All of our games, the one of Burgent keeps showing up. Huh. That's a bit scary, although the power of our Earth Sigils is showing itself. Sagelight Teachings. Use 3 Earthrights to deal 4 damage across the board. That wipes out all of those ambushes and 3/3s quite cleanly. And then here you get what? 2 2/2s? We're gonna be doing the same, but we do get a crest that gives us a 1/1 from now till the end of the game. So I think we are still in a good spot. And then Anne and Greya is gonna come down to deal with whatever board shows up for this turn. Albert's scary, but I think we can deal with that. Let's start with the card draw. If we are Kuoning next turn, we might need the space, to be fair. So Foresight might be the card to play. Let's go for Anne and Greya here. Do we need to evolve? The question. Evolving a Norman is nice too, though. So I think we don't. We might get punished a bit by keeping that unit there. Let's have a quick think about this. Having a 6/6 helps as well in the sense that they have to deal with the 6/6 too. The way they can wipe the board is on the super evolution turn of 6-drop, which is now actually. But I don't think they would, considering they only clear an Anangrea and they waste their super evo, and they can potentially do it for free anyway if they have, what's this? Draw a Swordcraft follower that costs 2 or less and it's at its cost to 0. Rush. If the opposing follower is damaged, which I guess it dies, which is okay. This happens before damage happens.
The high road, wind up dead.
Follower strike.
Most who take the high road.
That means we are left. Oh, that had Bane. Okay. Cool. 3-1. Onion lines up very nicely there. Or we deal 2 damage to it. Thinking. Or we play a Kuon. Oh, indeed. If we do that. Thinking hard, I think we can start with... We need to reduce our hand by at least 1. Playing Kuon does that. So I think we go for that. Just have a whiteboard that they have to deal with. Plus, our Onion can deal with that. We can use our 3/3 to go there, but I think having that Onion use up the spell boost is nice. And then from here, we just need to draw into a ruler before our 10-cost turn, which is in 3 turns. So in 3 turns, we need Dimension Climb to go to 0. Currently at 9. Gonna go down to 4 once all of these units are gone. Plus Anangrea. Okay, looks good. Odin trade. We'll take it. Sage Light to heal back up. 100% taking that as well. So let's start with the heals. We can also gain 4 Earth Sigils if we wanted to. That would have been quite a solid play as well. And Ingrea bringing it down to 3. And that is gonna be 1, 2. If we swung with this, we'd have been in a better spot. This reduces it by 2 to 3. Plus our Onion down to 2. Plus Looking Smart, Pascal's Dance, or Stormy Blast. Okay. We see it. We see it. So from now, what we need is payoff cards like Kuon or Ruler of Cositus.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Balls, Silent Sniper. 100% going to that. Let's start with this for sure. Let's take that spell boost. Let's look smart. Draw 2. Play out our 1 costs. Norman! Hello, Norman. Let's play out our Witch's New Brew as well, giving us another Norman. Let's now go wide. So how do we go wide? Let's use up our Norman and get us a Guardian. Norman is solid. The amount of flex potential that Norman provides is big. Dimension Climb will go down to 0. So if we top deck a Ruler of Cositus or Kuon, we will be in a very strong position. And plus they also have to deal with our board first. That can kind of deal with it. Having the barrier is very strong though.
Victory is at hand.
Sure.
To the shores of victory.
Coming through, coming through. Wah!
What are we thinking about? William can wipe the board, for sure. But we can also wipe it up with a Witch's New Brew. Plus a Pascal's Dance. We can start with this, I think, for sure, just to see what we get. And we got a Kuon. So that means we will be ending the game next turn. So let's keep as much units as we can. Swing in at life. And going back up to 20 as well. Just to guarantee that we don't lose to lethal. And that we can end the game with lethal ourselves. They have to deal with our whole board so that they survive. Or play a bunch of ward units. Either of the two is a valid play. This could be a bunch of ward units, to be fair. Let's have a look. Swordcraft. What can you play? You can play a wide spread of units and then super evolve this thingy. Louis de Pay. Heals one twice, swings at that. That's a free super evo, very powerful. But then we just end the game with a nice little one. That's how we are currently playing against Swordcraft. Let's super evolve and win. Very nice.
Victory is mine. That feels correct.
Plus 316. Current rank Diamond A1. We are going to be hitting A2. Which is solid. Okay, Portalcraft is going to be interesting as well. Haven't played Portalcraft in a while. This should be good.
Medium rare or well done.
Throw that away. We have nothing else except Pascal's Dance to use on 2. Do we want to though? On curve it helps. So let's keep it. Let's keep the second one as win con for the late game. So from here, let's end the turn. We are playing Pascal's Dance on 2. On 3, we have nothing to play. So that's going to be tricky. Puppet Lancer. Okay, that means they have a 3/3 in hand. We have to take note of that. There's our sigil. The good thing about Sagelight Teachings is in this build of Earth Sigils, we can actually bring this up to 3 and properly use Sagelight Teachings as a board wipe that deals 4 damage to all enemy followers, which is quite solid as well. 2/1 and nothing else. Okay. In that case, let's draw 2 cards. We drew a removal spell, and we will be drawing to 9 next turn. So it is lining up okay in that regard. Our opponent can swing 2 again here, at which point we might just use it for health and deal with the board with Anangrea. That might be a good line. See what's up. Okay. 100% I think Anangrea is going to be the play on 5. Which is New Brew. Stormy Blast deals 2. Homebrew. Homework, which is new brew. Thinking. I think we heal back up with Sage Light 20. Just frustrate our opponent a bit. Bring in our Stormy Blast to 3 to deal with UD. And then from here, we end the turn. Our opponent can deal 2 damage to us. They can also develop a wider board if they wanted to, but our Anne and Greya should be able to deal with all of that. Oof. We can evolve now, so I think we should go for it. So let us go for that evolution turn. Ooh, we can play a demonic Fall as well. Portalcraft, do they have board wipes? They have a deal 3 to everything. Were they? No, they're pure puppets so far. So I think they don't have a board wipe. Which means we can clean up and have a wide board, and they have to deal with all of that. Like, properly deal with all of that. Can they now, though, is the question. How does Portalcraft non-artifact clean up the board? I don't think they can. It's gonna be good for us. They can pop 1, which we are happily gonna take. And we just need to deal with their 4/4. Puppet, sure. There's still a 3/3 here, though. Ah, you're gonna swing. Okay, that lines up quite nicely to our looking smart 2, so we'll take it. Brings us to 8. Which is New Brew is gonna still keep us at 8. Anne and Greya is here. We could draw now, but that's gonna bring us to 9, which we don't want, because that means we're gonna burn our next card draw. So I think we keep it at here. End the turn at this point and stabilize later on with Kuons back to back. I think back to back Kuons is our line. Noah, sure. That is going to be an easy clear with Kuon. A super evolved Kuon. Boom. Can deal 6 and 4 to life, so that is quite nice. And it also leaves us with 4 units with our opponent having to deal with 6, 11, 14, 15 life in total. 15 defense in total. Hello, hello. Come on, come all. Welcome to our stream. We are playing Shadowverse. It is a nice chill stream at the moment. We are currently testing out Earth Sigil Runecraft. So far, so good. Our opponent just played Orcus, wiping out the board as well. We have our Kuon to counterattack at that point. Although, do we need to? If they're not super evolving and they're saving their super evolutions, I don't know what for, because Orcus is the best super evolution target. So you should. And swing 6 at life. Okay, fair enough. That means we need to deal with this wide board that our opponent put us in. So the thing is, if we play Kuon and they have this again, and they super evolve that, that is gonna be 1 damage, 2 damage, 3. That is gonna be 8 damage exactly. Unless they deal with our Kuon. Which I think is another argument to play out the Kuon as well. So, with that, We need to play the Kuon.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
Stormy Blast is at 7, sadly. Thinking hard. I think we should super evolve here.
None shall escape the lash of my flame.
Useless.
Swing there to deal with that. So that is not gonna be a problem for us. We are still at spell boost 7, sadly, so we need that to go there. Swing 4 there, and we end the turn here at this point. So this is forcing them to Orcus again, and if that happens, what they have to deal with this board unless they have like a 0-cost puppet in play, in hand. If they do, they win. If they don't, oh, actually no, they just had to do that. Oof. No other lines then, except having to dimension climb early. I forgot that they can just deal with that with their own Orcus. So yeah, my bad, folks. Still okay, nonetheless. We are still in a properly good position. We are taking note of the time now, though. We are getting a bit hungry. Abysscraft, okay, not bad.
Medium rare or well done.
Stormy Blast. Throwing away the homework times. Although we can keep 1, it's going to become a 1-cost deal 2 damage. Especially that we have a lot of small spells at the moment. So that is nice. Play something to Stormy Blast, please. Nothing. Ending the turn here then. Skeleton. Skeleton. Thinking, should we Pascals? I think we should. Why? Because it is going to increase our homework time by 1, plus keeping our Stormy Blast for the bigger guns that could come down on turn 3 and 4 and 5 like that. That is quite the scary zombie there. What are we thinking about? We can Stormy Blast to clean this up, summon a rotting zombie, and remove last words from it. And then we Stormy Blast again. And then we just Earthright. That's going to throw away all of our Stormy Blasts. It is going to keep us at a fresh life total, though, which is important as well. So let's engage that and the turn. From here, if we engage again with our sigil, Sage Light will be able to deal 4 damage across the board, which they don't do. Okay, they're not establishing board. This is like a delayed board, so we're happy with that. Let's draw 2 now with homework time. And add another sigil there. We are gonna have a nice Norman play on 5 because of the 1 play point. Ouch. Sure, we'll take the hit now because we're gonna be healing back up. Go ahead, buddy. Go for your heart's desire. Because of Norman. Restore 4 health. Yum. Norman again. If we evolve Norman, we should restore 4 again. Just make them waste their turn. Bringing us down so low. We got it back up with just 1 Norman. We dealt with a 7/5 and gained 8 life. That is the power of Norman at the moment. And from here, we either go ham with Kuon or we stabilize even further with Sage Light Teachings. We're on 10 at the moment. Anne and Greya can clean up nicely, but we should be able to pressure well with Kuon at this point in time. Oh no, we used our normal evolution. Why did we autopilot to that? Rough times. Okay, we went for normal Evo, I guess. We still have the 4-5, which is gonna be saving us a bit of life, so that's good. We have double Sage Light Teachings next turn. We don't have Dimension Climb at the ideal range that we want it to be just yet, though, so that is something to take note of. Gonna be a lot of damage again. I think super an evolve is dishing 3 damage to each. Huh, okay. That is a lot of damage, but we are still alive, folks. Kuon, hello. Still alive at 5. 6, bringing this down to 0. We'll take it, I guess. We're healing back up again for the nth time now. And dealing with a big unit. And let's engage here. Ending the turn. We've gained 16 life in total at the moment. We'd have been on -3 with the amount of aggression we have currently received. Okay. So now let's go for a Witch's New Brew just to draw 1 card, and then let's Kuon now to stabilize. Let's evolve. Deal with the 4-4. Swing at the 2-1. That zombie, that skeleton has been there for a while now. And then 4 to life. That means any form of equal damage is gonna wipe them out before it wipes us out. And they also have to deal with our 4-5. Okay, that's one way of doing that. That's a lot of damage output. They're roughing us up. We're still alive at 2. We are still alive, folks, at 2. So let's pump and draw cards up. Stormy Blast is there. Okay. Let's play Anne and Greya. That is gonna bring this down to 3, which is quite nice. That's gonna bring it up to 5. So let's play that out. Let's play the Demonic Call out as well. And let's Dimension Climb to something relevant, please. A Sage Light Teachings for 4. Perfect. That is exactly what we need. But before we do that, let's draw 2 cards first. Into a Seraphic Tidings or this. Sage Light is nice as well. But I think let's draw 2 for now. We are looking for some key cards. Oh, we can't. Oof. Oof. We ran out of time. Do we lose the game? Oh wow, Super Evolution gives it a ton of attack. Oof. We gained 4 times 3. We gained 20 life. And they went through us. Wow. That is rough. We gained 20 life. We were on 40. And they were able to deal with 40 life total. Very, very powerful. One more Abysscraft. Let's see if we can deal with this. Sage Light Foresight is there. Seraphic is here. Anangrea. Okay, that looks good. Anangrea is going to be a bit slow, but as soon as we get to that point, we will be okay. Draw a card, ending the turn. Let's see what happens here. Is our opponent gonna be aggressive? Oh, it's our turn. Sorry. Ending the turn. Nothing to play. 3. Okay, that's not aggressive at all, so that's good for us. Let's draw 2 here. End the turn. We're at 8. Next turn, we Anangrea to stabilize. Or... Yep, nothing else. Anangrea is the line of play that we are after in the following turn. Sorry. So let's draw a card with Foresight first. Let's play Pascal's Dance as well. Just so that we start getting our Earth Sigils. We are at 9 though, so we are going to be burning 1 card. We had no other plays, sadly. So we had to go for this line. Oof, this is going to be very powerful. Plus X, where X is the number of other allied followers on the field. Deal 2 damage to your leader, and it has Storm. So this is what happened to us last game as well. That is a lot of damage out of nowhere. And we lost one of our life gains. Oof. Okay, no other lines of play at this point except for Anangrea. How should we deal with that? I think we need to start evolving. This is gonna summon skeletons, sadly, but we can still deal with this by trading there and taking one of them. I think having 1 skeleton is okay. It's not the best. That is still gonna go for our life, but that is the worst of the 2 scenarios. That is the better of the 2 scenarios. Instead of having like a 1-2 with the last word that they can play around with as well. Oof. Norman! Where are you, Norman? Not Kuon. We need Norman. This is too much cards in hand. So let's start with a Demonic Call. Let's now draw 2 from this play. And then let's play out another Demonic Call. Let's look smart again. And from here we can trade once, which I think should be our line of play. And then let's play out one of the Blaze Destroyers. 7 life is very low life. Where are our Sage Lights? And we lost 1 Sage Light, sadly. And there it is, Abysscraft. Oof. The bane of our existence at the moment. Painful. We just want to get to A2. If we had enough cards in hand so that we had space for Sage Light, we could have gained back up that 4 life. That would have put us in a better position at that point. So that is something we have to take note of. Swordcraft. We want more Abysscraft actually, just so that we can figure out how to navigate that matchup. Double Anangrea, we are going first, sadly, so I think we throw away one of them. We're going 1, 2, we need a 3 and a 4. We need a curve for our setup. Pascal's is good on 2. Gonna buff up Stormy Blasts that we have. And yeah, let's see. Ending the turn from here. Let's move forward with Swordcraft. Pascal's Dance is gonna draw us a card and generate an Earth Sigil for us. I think that's not bad at all. Let's go for it. Let's end the turn. So we could Stormy Blast this early, but we're trying to save it for 2 attack units, which are not here at all. Interestingly. So let's start with a Witch's New Brew. Draw into... Okay, that's a lot of Stormy Blasts, I guess. So let's start Stormy Blasting things now. Not ideal, but we're trying to slow down the bleeding. 16 is okay. They don't have anything for this turn. That is good. Very good for us. So let's continue the card draw. Hello, life gain. So, life gain or board wipe is the question at this point in time. Using up our other Stormy Blast means we don't have any spot removal anymore. So there is an argument to keep that in hand. Deal with the 2 damage that we receive now as well, and just keep drawing cards while we can. Let's stabilize with Anangrea next turn instead. We don't mind as well that they evolve one of these things. Okay, they didn't do that. They didn't play anything at all. So I think now is a good time to play Anangrea. Ideally not evolving just yet, but do we not? Thinking. Definitely doing this. The question is, do we evolve? We have nice evolve targets now in the form of Norman. And Norman's been busted at 6, huh? So there is an argument to up the Norman count as well. I don't think we evolve Anangrea, to be fair.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Caught us off guard.
We still have the other Anangrea as well. We can Witch's New Brew. Let's use Foresight. So what we're thinking about is between Witch's New Brew and Foresight, which do we want more? We want Foresight more to pump up our Dimension Climbs, but because we don't have Dimension Climbs, let's use the Witch's New Brew. And then from here, let's play out Anangrea. Gonna deal with the 2-1. From here, let's end the turn again. We still have all of our evolutions in hand. In here, actually. So that's really good for us. Wide board, no problem at all. We do have Sagelight Teachings to use. We also have William. But I think we save William for a taller board instead of a wider board. So let's engage now. Let's Foresight to draw a card. We drew a Kuon. Very nice. We can Sagelight Teachings here to deal 4 to all of our opponent's units. We can play the Demonic Call as well out now. Let's swing once and we can't engage anymore. So that's it. Gino. Very strong line. Hello, Norman. Norman can draw us 3 cards. Can also create a golem with barrier. But it is going to start eating our earth sigils, which we don't have a lot of. So let's start with a Kuon. super evolve the Kuon, clean up this board, and then we start gaining back the life we lost. Let's swing there, let's swing there as well, let's swing here for 4. And drawing into a Kuon on 10 is lights out. So this is a good position at the moment.
Harmony of death and destruction.
You have to super evolve that. Oh, just evolving. Okay, so that's gonna summon 2 things. Deal 2 damage twice. 1 damage twice. Summon more units, deal 2 more damage. You're left with a 6/6, a 2/2, and a 1/2. We are on 9. We're almost there, folks. That means at this point, Norman is gonna be very good for us. So let's play out the Blaze Destroyer and we go Norman defense build. How do we do that? Easy. Let's engage this first. Let's play out Norman. Restore 4 to our life. Evolve Norman. Either drawing 3 cards, which we don't really need to, or we summon a Guardian Golem that has Barrier and Ward that they have to deal with. Let's Stormy Blast that and deal with the... We don't want anything to have Rush, so let's deal with that. And this looks good. Next turn, we Kuon for the win. If they don't deal with the board, we have the win nonetheless. Super evolving. That's gonna deal 1 damage each. Is that a trade? That looks like a trade. But we are just distracting our opponent. Why? Because 11 is the magic number we need. How do you do that? You just play Kuon for 10. That gives you 3 Shikagamis that if you use 10 play points, it becomes a 10/10. You storm your Kuon now. Oh, you super evo your Kuon now. That gives storm to your 10/10. You swing 6 at something. No ward. Okay, so let's deal with that. And we go 10 to life to end the game. Boom. Victory. Very nice indeed.
Victory is mine.
Victory is mine. That brings us up to A2 at the moment. Very nice indeed. It is quite a ways to A3, but we are going well. I'm not sure when the season resets, to be honest. So that is something to figure out as well. Let's continue on. And play a bit more. Let's see, what do we have?
Medium rare.
Blaze Destroyer, William, Kuon, these all have to go. Kuon is quite nice. Thinking. I think we just end the turn here. Oh, we mulligan for these. Cool. Our turn, let's play Foresight out, draw a card, position ourselves to survive, and get to 5 without being 2 in the red. Princess. Prim Princess's Picnic. Okay, let's end the turn. Is Prim the Princess's Picnic? I don't get the name. Nanja is the Silent Maid. Okay. We can Stormy Blast something now if we wanted to. Not the best to Stormy Blast a 1/1 though. So I think we start with the Seraphic Tidings, drawing 2, ending the turn from here. And then we start Stormy Blasting. Let's do a double Stormy on the 3-3 for sure. That's dishing out a ton of damage, and the 1-2 as well. And let's end the turn here. From this point, we can play Anangrea again. Now we can start playing Anangrea out. Start dealing with the board. That looks good as well.
The only trophy I need is your heart.
Lightning.
Night. We are live, folks, on Twitch, on YouTube, and Facebook. So if you are new to the stream, this is what we do on a regular basis. If you enjoy our chill comments, our nice competitive gameplay, then feel free to hit that follow button, that like button, and that subscribe button. It is all very much appreciated by the algorithm as well as by us. So yeah, very much so. Right, so we've summoned Anangrea. Let's deal with the 3-3 and let's clean up at this point. Swing in there at the lower damaged unit, and then let's trade. Not really trading, but let's use our temporary unit to deal with the bigger attack unit. Norman! We drew our Norman. We don't have any Earth sigils, sadly. That means we are gonna be forced to clean up the board with one of our actual units. Which in this case, I think William isn't too bad. We have a lot of the Williams. Plus, we are able to deal 6 damage there, so I think that is quite nice. We have to take note that Albert can come down for 3 plus an evolution, so that is for 6 damage. Albert has Storm, so that is 6 damage immediately, so we need to gain that life. Let's see what happens. See what happened here.
Lend me your courage.
4, 4. Okay. Okay. I see you. Amelia evolving. We're happy with that. Hello, Kuan. Nice to see you, buddy. Yep, 100%. Don't even have to super evolve. We can deal with these units with our thingies, like that, and like that as well.
I must stay strong.
We have to deal with the Albert that could potentially come down on 9 though. That is something we need to account for, and we are currently not accounting for that. Anangrea will help at that spot because it is gonna be able to generate a 5/5 ward unit, but we will need something that provides us with Earth Sigils for Norman to do his thing. Or they just ignore our board and we swing hard. That is another line. Let's see. Gino, okay.
Shores of victory. To the shores of victory.
Into the night.
Cool. We drew our Witch's New Brew, which is big, actually. This is huge. It brings us to 15, which brings us out of Albert range. Norman is powerful in that regard. We do need something to deal with Geno, though. But I think starting with a Witch's New Brew can't be wrong at all. Hello! Another one. Foresight is here as well, but let's start by Thinking hard. William can wipe the board as well. Norman gains us the life back. So I think we want Norman.
Shine more than gold.
Let's evolve Norman. Let's super evolve Norman to summon a Guardian Golem. Let's swing at Gino, summon that, summon that, summon that. Swing there. And we got it. Fast break. So we have 15 life. That means an Albert can't go through. Actually, an Albert has to deal with this first, the Guardian Golem, which they can. And then they have to gain enough attack damage to deal 15 damage. They attack twice though, so it is potentially something they can do. But I think we are in a good position. Super evolved Norman is powerful. Your Bane units are gonna be dealing with some of our things, but not all of it. Sure, you have barrier as well. What about Norman though? Can you deal with Norman? And are we gonna win off of Norman? I think we are, folks. Boom! Norman is powerful in the Earth Sigil Runecraft deck. Very powerful. And I think that is where we will be ending our stream for now. So if you are new to the stream, hit that follow button. We are live on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Subscribe to either of those channels, like the stream, and share the stream as well if you'd like. Any of those is very much appreciated. For now, this is us. This is where our stream is going to come to an end. In life, stay kind, but in Shadowcraft PvP, did we lose our phone? Test check. If you are gonna be staying tuned, just look at our channel. We'll be posting videos, clips, reels, everything is gonna be there. Cool. So we will be outroing now in 3, 2,